Well, good afternoon. Hopefully we are back. We are live. I am hoping we are live. They've had some technical issues to deal with this afternoon. And hoping that we are live this afternoon.
We're back, Steve.
Oh, we're back on?
We're back on, I think. Yep.
Have you just been given the heads up? I had to reset it on the YouTube. Once you go off, unfortunately, you lose the transmission. And the fact we were trying to do Facebook and Twitter at the same time, that's caused some problems.
Yeah, maybe we should just calm it down.
Calm it down, one step at a time, sweet Jesus, as they say.
Just like the Bacup Borough side, when they go 1-0 down, they calm down.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping that if you press that, there you go, there we're back on. So
happy days, we're back.
We do apologise. Do let people know. Do share the YouTube page, please. But yeah, we do apologise for the technical issues this afternoon. But Bacup Borough lead by 2-1 in this game.
Fantastic stuff from Bacup Borough. Great response to going 1-0 down early again, but they've regrouped, they've stayed calm, they've stepped up the pitch a little bit, got around Wythenshawe's better players, and they've gone into a 2-1 lead, playing fantastic counter-attacking football.
Well, ball over top, and Wythenshawe Town are going to have to, well, the flag has gone up on the far side. But I was busy kind of doing all technical kind of things. What kind of game has Lewis Byrne had?
Lewis Byrne is causing them real problems here. We said before the game, dynamically, without Toby Wright playing, and then big balls up to him, to his feet, Bacup had to be cuter today. And by that, I mean, they couldn't play them balls high and long and up to Toby, so they had to try and play through the thirds a bit. That's exactly what they've done. Mellor on the right, Brad Hancock on the left. They're swapping positions and they're playing really cute attacking football. That's led to them getting back in the game, and now they're in front 2-1. They're causing absolute nightmares for the back four of Wythenshawe.
Yeah, I'm just notifying people on Twitter we are back on, but you will have to go along to the Bacup Borough YouTube channel, please, if you want to listen to coverage this afternoon. 37 minutes gone. If you are just joining us, just tuning in, it is Bacup Borough 2, Wythenshawe Town 1. And a little nudge in the back there from Matty Bryan.
That's about his 15th foul in this half so far. He's very lucky, Matty Bryan here. He's slightly frustrated as an ex-Bacup Borough player. Obviously, he wants to win. But he's just losing his head a bit. He's shaking his head now. He's had countless fouls. Referee could just do to produce one from him here. But good from Bacup. They're getting around him a bit more. And then we're building from there.
Yeah, well, it's a ball played long and it's a good... Well, it was a good ball by Harry Turner, and it found the intended target of Lewis Byrne. But he seems, not that I've seen too much of him, but he does seem to be taking to that number 9 role quite
fantastic,
well.
And you know, the wonder kid, fantastic. What a young talent this lad is. Bouncing back from his disappointment on Tuesday night and missing that penalty. You know, for a young lad, the confidence can drain on stuff like that. No such thing from Lewis. He's back out there, he's up top today, and he's causing absolute nightmares for the back four of Wythenshawe.
Yeah, well, they're playing it across the back out to the far side, just inside the Borough half. Looking to probe forward and find some kind of way through. Big jump from Lewis Byrne. It was a fair jump, and that's good by Bradley Hancock. He has it. Can he? Well, might go all the way. But a good challenge. It was Connor Brotherton just stepping across there and taking out the danger. But good press from Bacup
Borough again.
Fantastic press from Ryan Siddle. But you need to Borough need to stay concentrated.
Fantastic press from Bacup. Since the first opening 5-6 minutes, they've really started to press on this Wythenshawe side. Yeah. Really rushing and manoeuvring, but ball over the top.
Ball over the top, and Wythenshawe Town coming forward, looking to cut the ball back, but no blue shirts there.
What a game.
But they do possess danger in this Wythenshawe side. Borough coming forward now with Michael Gervin, the captain, over the top into the feed of Alex Mellor. This is good play from Bacup. Can they find an end product? Goes for the shot and a good save by Jackaleb down to his right-hand side. And it's not over yet. Bacup again. Good press from the Borough. Showed too much of that. Into the feet of Matty Bryan. Looking to release a Wythenshawe player.
Pulsating action, Steve, here at the Brian Bowler Stadium. Absolutely fantastic game of football. 1 minute it's Wythenshawe breaking, then Bacup Borough have got the ball. Mellor's on the right. He's cutting across, very similar to the first goal. Brad Hancock's coming onto it, got a shot off. Great save by Callum Jackalevs. We've got a little injury to Brad Hancock down here.
You always know it was a great passage of play down the right-hand side. It was Michael Gervin flicking one over the top for Alex Mellor. He managed to cut the ball back, and well, you always know that when Bradley Hancock's running onto a ball, he's only got one thing in his mind.
He has, yeah. Sweet left peg. I know he scored with his right today, but he sees it sweet as a nut with that left peg. Callum Jackalev's down to his right-hand side, beating it away. But again, the football from Bacup, it's like a knife through butter at times.
It certainly is. What kind of butter?
Definitely not Tesco. It's definitely not Tesco, though. That just falls off your knife.
Well, I know Danny Jones is tuned in this afternoon. I'm hoping that you can hear us loud and clear now, Danny. We did have some technical issues. I should have prepped it, shouldn't I, first?
It's okay, Steve. We're trying to push things forward, though, aren't we? We're always looking to get better.
We're pushing the boundaries too
far.
That's right.
And if you don't push the boundaries, we'll never know, will we? So what we're going to do, we're going to retract a little bit, get back on the YouTube and bring the game to the listeners. And it is an absolute belter today.
Correct. I apologise that you missed the first few goals, but as we were saying, the visitors did take an early lead, but Bacup Borough got themselves back into this game with two wonderfully taken goals. But it is end-to-end stuff here at the Brian Boys Stadium. Bacup Borough 2, Wythenshawe Town 1. Hancock's limping a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just watching Brad down there. He just shook hands. They both went in, didn't they? Him and the right full-back, full-blooded. Nothing wrong with the challenge, but Brad just trying to shake this one off.
Well, another throw-in front of the Borough technical area for Wythenshawe, down their left-hand side. Feeding it into Matty Bryan, but pushed back. Michael Gervin tried to intercept that, but they have it through Lee Gregory. He plays a square ball into Connor Brotherton. He goes inside. And they are trying to create something. That's good play from Wythenshawe. Just fullback Brotherton just slips. He gets a nice ball in towards the back stick, and that's a good header. And really, Matty Bryan should have made it 2-2.
What a ball in from the right-hand side.
But what a climb.
Yeah, the right fullback just brought forward there and he's got some space. He's whipped a ball in right into the 6-yard area. Matty Bryan loves it there. The Bacup centre halves have got to get a bit tighter to him. He's got the header off. Fortunately for Bacup, it's gone over the top. It's going to be a goal kick to Bacup, but good response from Wythenshawe.
Yeah, good move down this right-hand side. There were a few players involved in that, the likes of Byrne and Gregory all teaming up. And then a good delivery from Connor Brotherton.
He's been bright as Byrne in the centre of the park there, Annie, for Wythenshawe. I think he scored a last-minute penalty in his last game, so he's full of confidence. He wants the ball all the time. Yeah. Bacup are doing really well. They're competing really well here. We just need to carry it on up to half-time.
Yeah, good shape, good organisation, a lot of communication as well going on this afternoon for the Borough. Josh won with a throw. He's looking for Lewis Byrne, played forward. That's a lucky flick, or a good flick from Daniel Warren, taking it away from Matty Bryan. And back to our returner in the goal. We are on the YouTube channel. We were trying for the Facebook and the Twitter. I'll work on that over the next couple of weeks, but we are live on the Bacup Borough YouTube channel. Please subscribe as well to the Rewind Show and the Sports Bar Show on that page. And Bryan has it. And that's good play from Matty Bryan. He's looking for options, thinking of taking it on his own. He's gone for the shot and he's taken a deflection. And it's on this near side now. And Wythenshawe still have it. Byrne played back. First one in from Gregory and flag goes up.
Back to the wall for Bacup Borough defence there. They're standing strong there against Matty Bryant, who's clearly just come alive this last 5 minutes. We all know what a danger he possesses here at Bacup Borough. We've seen enough of it in the black and white shirt ourselves. He's twisting and turning on the far side. He's got it into the box there and he's slid it across. Sadly for Wythenshawe, nobody coming in, and Bacup get a chance to breathe here with a free kick right on the penalty spot.
Free kick, and returner will be looking to get some distance on this down the left-hand side with that one. Good flick on by Hancock. And there goes the half-time whistle here at the Brian Boyd Stadium. Bacup Borough 2, Wythenshawe Town 1. It's been an entertaining first 45 minutes, especially for me, running around like a blue horse chicken.
Absolutely, you've done fantastic, Steve. You might have burnt a few calories off there, buddy. Well done.
I need it.
Absolutely. Fitness is key. But seriously, back to the game. What a pulsating game of football.
It certainly is. Both sides just making their way off across to the far side. Plenty to talk about. You can see Brent Peters with his folder there, his TNT file.
He has, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, he might need a new pen if he's writing the highlights of that first half down, because that was pulsating cup football, non-league football at its very best, end to end, loads of action, little bit of play acting. Word on the official, Steve. Yep. Stood strong to it. Very good again. 2 linos and the referee. They've had a good half, and that's made for a great game. And in fact, Bacup Borough's second goal was due to the referee letting the play go on. He could have pulled it back on Gervin, let the play flow, Bacup score. So good reffing, good play from both sides. Can't wait for the second half.
Excellent stuff. Us once again, I do apologise for technical issues, but we are on now as the teams make their way off for half-time. We'll be back in about 10 minutes bringing you full second half coverage, but from the Brian Boyd Stadium in this FA Vars second qualifying round game. It's Bacup Borough 2, Wythenshawe Town 1. We'll see you soon. Well, good afternoon and welcome back for second half coverage of this FA Vars second qualifying round fixture. Bacup Borough 2, Wythenshawe Town 1. We're hoping to do exactly the same in this second half, but an excellent first 45 minutes for Brent Peters and David Felgate's side. And you said you had been chatting to Jimmy Petruzzi at half time. What did he have to say?
Yeah, we're having a chat with a few people on the way around there, getting your cup of tea, Steve. Jimmy Petruzzi is well happy with that. Slow start, but again, we're on firework. He's happy with the lads playing the ball forward at pace, causing Wythenshawe all sorts of problems. And talking to one or two other people just behind the net, there's a lad behind there who's not been on in 20 years, Steve. He's come on today, first time in 20 years, and he said, what a game. His eyes are lighting up, and that's what we're doing. We're spreading the word in the town that this team are well worth watching.
Yeah, that's great to hear about that chap coming after 20 years. That's what it's all about. And for a media man, that's what I want to hear.
Absolutely. Of course, we want to spread the word of the club, don't we? We don't just want to give the content of the game. We've got a role to do in building the fan base as well.
And Alex Meller trying to create some space. Lewis Byrne into the middle, into Gervin, switching the play from right to left. Halfway inside the Wythenshawe half. Ryan Siddle has it. Might even have options of pulling it back, but no such thing. Into Callum Hewitt trying to drive forward. And Byrne getting back for Wythenshawe. Well, I'm not quite sure where Ryan Siddle was supposed to go there.
No, he just bumped into him there. They're both going for the ball, aren't they? He's bumped into him, the usual olays and shouts from the benches and the players. But the referee's given a free kick. And time for just a little breather here at the start of this second half.
A very good decision from the ref. He wasn't drawn in to give a card there, was he?
No, he wasn't. No, he
knew what he'd seen.
Yeah, the officials have done really well so far in the opening part of this game. Hope it continues in the second half.
Now played out to that right-hand side, driven long. They've gone all the way through, and Harry Turner's happy to see that ball go out for a goal kick. If you're just tuning in, just joining us for second half. Bacup Borough 2, Wythenshawe Town 1 is the scoreline. Entertaining first 45 minutes, and a long one for, looking for. Well, Daniel Warren's lost the bounce of that ball and's gone through, and a good strong tackle there from Joey Fallon, and keeping his composure as well into Edenuse, into the captain Michael Gervin. Just need to settle this one down. He's going for that delightful ball. That's a great ball over the top for Alex Meller down the right-hand side. First-hand ball into the box. But another good move, and it's not over yet. Borough have it. Nice 1-2 between Hancock and Callum Hewitt. Captain comes across. Disappointing there, but another good passage of play from Bacup Borough.
Fantastic there. First of all, at the back. Magnificent. Where the ball just breaks to Matty Bryan. He's driving at the box. Joey Fallon, strong as a bear there, in sees him off. Then we break. Miller's in behind. Can he cut it across to Lewis Byrne? Sadly got cut out. It's pulsating in the second half again.
It is, and Wythenshawe are liking that ball over the top, but I'm sure Matty Bryan would rather have the ball to his feet, which he has now. Driving forward, Timmins. And the ball's gone out from Timmins. He was trying to slide it through down the right-hand side for a possible cross, but it's a throw into Bacup. Over on the far side, on their left, and it will be Ryan Siddle to take it. For an excellent game. And another fantastic spectacle for non-league football.
Brilliant, isn't it, Steve? We keep saying it week in, week out. We're like a broken record at the minute, aren't we? We're saying the same things, but it's fantastic football. It's end-to-end and crowd, like we said, the lad who's come up after 20 years. Fingers crossed he tells a friend and we can build crowds again.
Yeah, well, that is the plan. Substitution, Liam Martin. Into Hewitt, he's got the ball, trying to feed it down the left-hand side, but intercepted by Alex Meller. Taken quickly into Timmins and closed down, yes, and it is a Bacup ball.
Good play by Callum Hewitt there, Stephen. He's been like a wasp
just
on it
closing
today.
down the space.
Yeah, he is. He's doing a real job in there. You know, sometimes the forward players, they get all the accolades, and sometimes rightly so. But we've got our little badges in there, haven't we? The work in him and Lucy really, really playing well, and the skipper as well. He's putting a real shift in.
Yeah. Every single player is working hard. Josh Wallen, flick on. Played back. They're going to have to release that first time. They do. Want to watch that bounce. No nonsense clearance from Ryan Siddle. Josh Wallen needs to just stay with Martin. And that's what they do. There's two of them. And I'm not sure if Daniel Warren's got the right boots on. Well, it's played into the path of Matty Bryan, who was trying to feed it out to that right-hand side. He's still got the ball halfway inside the Boro half. One floated in. And a solid clearance from Daniel Warren. And gone all the way back to Callum Jakalev.
Good action here. Steve Wythenshawe steps it up at the beginning of the second half. Bacup are retreating a little bit deep here. Ball over the top.
No, it's a ball over the top. There's a race on. Well, I'm not sure whether Daniel Warren could have just guided that ball out for a goal kick.
He could have done there, but he took the option of putting it out for a throw-in. Level with the edge of the penalty area on the left-hand side for Wythenshawe.
Yeah, it's Pritchard, first time ball in. That's a good ball across the face of goal, and it is a goal. It's Byrne coming in at the back post. And he was the first man to react, and he's just absolutely smashed it beyond Harry Turner.
It is. It's a good goal for Wythenshawe, isn't it? There, the lad on the left-hand side. He's whipped a ball in from the left-hand side on his left peg. The centre forward's got in there. He's got in between Ryan Siddle and the centre half. Yeah. They've kind of just looked at each other. Was it yours? Was it mine? Bad decision making. And it's 2-2.
Yeah, it's 2-2. It was a goal. A ball whipped in from the left-hand side by Pritchard, but there was a few Bacup players just ball watching there and not making the decision to attack the ball. But 2-2. And you feel that Boro just need to keep doing what they've been doing.
Yeah, but they come out well second half, haven't they, Wythenshawe? You know, we try and give honest commentary, don't we?
Yeah.
No bias at all. We think Wythenshawe have been fantastic from the reset. Obviously, the manager's got stuck in at half-time. He's brought the sub on who's made a difference. And now this game is slightly turning. Bacup got to stay strong.
Yeah. Need to stay strong and keep the shape and everything about. Let the ball work. That's great play from Josh Wallen, crossing the halfway line on this right-hand side. Needs a little bit of support. But not a white shirt within 10 or 15 yards of him. And well, that's threaded through. And that's a brilliant tackle from Joey Fallon. A fantastic clearance from Joey Fallon there. And it did look like Matty Bryan was trying to slow Fallon down. But I think we just need to calm things down. Yeah, because it does seem a little bit chaotic at the moment.
It does, yeah, but credit to Wythenshawe. They're on the front foot here. Matty Bryan springs to life. Joey Fallon against Matty Bryan. What a one-on-one this is all the game. They're at each other, aren't they? It's nip and tuck. It's 2-2 at Bacup Borough Stadium here.
It is. And Pritchard trying to cause some problems. I think, saying get out. I think he's right. Midfield need to push on a little bit more. Into the substitute, Martins. He's definitely made, he's wanting a free kick, gone to ground very quickly. Ball over the top, and Lewis Byrne chasing down the defender. And that's where Bacup need to do. They need to start pressing.
Yeah, we've been pushed back, Steve. We've been pushed back here in the opening exchange of the second half. Wythenshawe have come out like an house on fire, and they're pushing us back. But Bacup, they've just got to keep the shape, stay strong, and break when we can.
Yeah. Need to get a little bit tighter. We are being stretched a little bit at the moment. Just need to kind of weather the storm.
Yeah, we do. We need to get a foothold in this second half. We need to get on this. That's a good tackle there.
That's a strong tackle on the far side from Ryan Siddle, halfway inside the Boro half. If you are joining us, Bacup Borough 2, Wythenshawe Town 2. Have a real game on his hands as Wythenshawe trying to Steal a few yards down the right. Can they get a ball into the box? They play a delightful ball into the back stick. It's into the path of Martin. They're going to have to watch the trickery of Martin. Yeah. 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. Michael Gervin got a second chance on that one. Yeah, and they did stay onside. And this is where we're pushing forward, and we need to push forward in numbers.
Just a little bit quicker. We've just retreated a bit, haven't we? Again, credit to the opposition. They're making this a really good spectacle now. We were just talking, weren't we, earlier, about getting bigger crowds back to non-league football. Games like this, it can only help.
Yeah, well, Wythenshawe have certainly had the lion's share of play in this second half. They've come out the traps flying in the second half of Wythenshawe Town. And they're playing it out from the back. It's that man again, number 7, Brad Byrne, the scorer of Wythenshawe's second goal. Hewitt has it. He's being pushed by Callum Hewitt, and that's good play from Callum Hewitt. And that's what we need, a little bit more urgency from Bacup. Yeah, good header from Ryan Siddle. Good climbing from Lewis Byrne. Yeah, midfield. And that's a time just to regroup, because there's a little bit of confusion going on in midfield. Who's picking up who?
Yeah, there is. In the first half, where they're industrious, weren't they, the two centre midfielders, Aidanusi and Callum, they were picking up everything, weren't they? This second half, Wythenshawe, they pushed up the pitch more than 5 yards, more up to 10 yards further forward, and they're causing us a few problems here. We've got a goal kick, chance to take a little bit of sting out of this game, regroup, and try and get a foothold.
Roger Indall said we've got it now. The missus phone, 26 degrees here in Greece. Good afternoon. Yamas.
Fantastic. I hope he's having a great time. 26 degrees.
In the shade.
It's only 3 degrees warmer than Bacup Borough, though, let me tell him.
3 degrees. I have seen them.
Hey, there you go. There's always a song when we're
My
around.
simple art. But no, that's good press from Lewis Byrne on the far side. But yeah, well, saying that, it's probably more than 3 degrees, because as you said that, the sun kind of
peeking through the
made
clouds.
an appearance.
Of course it is, Steve. I told you. You know, Greece is lovely. 20 odd degrees.
Greece is the word.
But you cannot beat it on this gantry. Where would you rather be, Steve? I say it to you all the time.
Greece.
Where would you rather be, in Greece or on this gantry? Commenting on a great game of football. It's still 2-2.
It's still 2-2, and oh, well, what happened there? Not the best of. Hopefully you can. There we go. I think we're back
good.
on. Yeah.
Hopefully we're still good there, Steve. A few wires popping out.
Over the
but Wythenshawe coming forward again here.
Into Brian. Gun interception from Daniel Warren, just keeping his eye on the ball rather than the man. Brian has it again. Over onto this near side into Martin. He's a good player, that lad. He's trying to go through a crowd of Bacup players. But smashes into Ryan Siddle, and it will be a free kick. But I've been impressed by him since he's come on.
Really good sub from the management team, hasn't it? Sometimes that's what it's all about. If you're not happy with things and you've got options on your bench, you can change it. He's causing real problems on this left-hand side. But Bacup is so fair. They're just standing up to this pressure. It's going to be a free kick here, and a returner's going to take it.
Yeah, well, it's long down the left this time. Chested down by Callum Hewitt. Needs some options because he's crowded by Byrne. Hancock closed down as well. And they need to be careful because Wythenshawe coming forward down the right-hand side. Matty Bryan still has it, but he's being pushed back. That's good play from Joey Fallon. He's just sitting off a little bit at the moment to Bacup. Nice 1-2 between Timmins. Timmins wants the ball back, and Harry Turner. And he saw that all the way, did Turner. He needed to because it was a 1-2 between Timmins and the Wythenshawe number 8, but another good move from Wythenshawe.
Fantastic. They've been brilliant second half, haven't they? They're well on top. They've stepped on the gas here, haven't they? They're playing 1-2s. They're playing with confidence now. They're back in the game.
Yeah, well, ball carries all the way through to Jakalev. 2-2 at the moment. Yeah, it needs to be closed down. We're sitting off and inviting them to come forward. Edenuse into Daniel Warren. That ball needs to go to Mellor. But that's a good ball into Hancock. Push back. Need to settle down and maybe start to dictate the pace of the game ourselves.
Yeah, that's right. But to do that, we've got to get a foothold again, haven't we? We've got to compete a bit better. As the crowd are saying below us there, they're carrying the ball too far from the full-back areas. We've got to get like we were first half, nice and tight in the face. He's closing them down. To do that, and if we get a foothold in the game, we've got the players who can cause them problems.
Yeah, well, there will be a throw-in on this near side halfway line, right in front of us and the covered terrace here at the Brian Boys Stadium. If you're joining us this afternoon on the YouTube, do subscribe for the Rewind and the Sports Bar Show. Hooked over the top by Callum Hewitt, breaks down into the middle for Byrne. He plays it out to Brotherton. Still in their own half on the far right-hand side. Looking for options is Byrne. Coming short, intercepted. Only shown a bit too much of that ball, but we've got away with that. And while we're standing still, we need to be...
Just need to be half a yard quicker here, Steve, don't we? Need to be half a yard quicker, not just with the feet, but in the brain as well. We just need to just wake up, be a bit sharper with the brain and feet.
Well, let's give a free kick.
Every credit to the opposition here, though. They've come out the trap second half, haven't they? They've had a right roasting, and they brought the substitutes on, and they're well on top in this game. Even though it's still 2-2, Wythenshawe are really dictating and bossing this game, and Bacup, they're just hanging on. Yeah,
they are hanging on, and it's showing a lot of discipline. But if we can weather this storm and get ourselves back in the game, they certainly, as we've proved with the 2 goals already, we certainly can create chances.
Of course we can, yeah, and certainly playing in that counter-attacking style with the players we've got, suddenly from defence to attack, it can be in a matter of seconds. So we've just got to stay strong, keep our shape, and just see how the next few minutes pan out.
That's it. It's all about the keeping the shape for Bacup Borough at the moment. But it will be Hewitt. Plays a short one. It's a closed down by Hancock. They didn't put it into the box in the end. He put it down the right-hand side. There's a number 4, Lee Gregory, trying to get the shot on. But it will be a corner on the far side for Wythenshawe Town. Plenty of blue shirts in the box at the sports bar end of the ground. Be right-footed. Just need to soak up this pressure. It's a good delivery in. Can he keep his composure? And he sticks it into the bottom right-hand corner. A fantastic goal for Lewis Byrne. Very similar to the goal he scored against Penistone Church. And what a goal from Lewis Byrne, but a great piece of play from Alex Mellor in the middle, who fed in Lewis Byrne, and he slotted it into the bottom left-hand corner of Callum Jakalev's goal to give Bacup Borough a 3-2 lead.
Fantastic football. What did we just say literally a minute ago? If we just soak up the pressure, we have got the players who can hurt them on the counter. Alex Mellor, magnificent to get in there, fast feet. He slides it to Lewis Byrne. He has a look. He sees 2 in front of him. He thinks, I'm having a bit of that.
He's away at the
He's
races.
just skipped it and he's away. That's it. That horse is winning the race. End of story. Then, clean through. Can he keep his composure? You bet he can. He slid it to Callum Jakalev's left-hand side. It's 3-2 to the Borough. What a game.
You can't really give that goal enough credit. I wish we were doing the match highlights, trying if someone was filming that goal, because Lewis Byrne left them in his wake.
He certainly did. Just as the ball brought to him, I think the whole crowd, the old Bacup contingent anyway, they kind of thought something's going to happen here, and he absolutely skinned them 2 defenders. He was clean through on goal, bearing down. Such a young lad, missed a penalty on Tuesday night in the shootout. How can he bounce back? That's how he bounces back. Composure, slid it in, 3-2. 2 for Byrne, the Bacup crowd ecstatic.
And the thing is, we've sung his praises quite a lot, but he's just simply a raw talent.
Fantastic. It's great to watch.
I don't think he realises how good he could potentially be.
He'll be fine, won't he? He's got good players around him. He's got, there's another striker coming as well.
Yeah.
That'll be on his mind as well. It's fantastic. It's 3-2 to the Boro. Fantastic game of football.
And this is where Boro just need to keep them concentration levels. Keep it high. Don't want to give anything away, but a wonderful strike to give Bacup Borough a 3-2 lead. Wythenshawe, well, they did have it, but Ryan Siddle working hard. Ball over the top. Wythenshawe defender's not sure how to deal with that ball, but Alex Mellor chasing the defender down. I'm going to push him all the way back.
Better from Bacup, better pressing. We're not deep now. Look how far we've come up the pitch here, Steve, from where we were 5 minutes ago.
Different complexion.
Absolutely, the game, it's seesawing, isn't it?
We do need to be careful because they are a strong side. Ball over the top, and this is where Wythenshawe are dangerous. Edge of the box, going for the shot. Oh! And it whistles wide of Harry Turner's right-hand post. And it's that man again, it's Byrne.
Fantastic there. He's cutting off the right-hand side this time. He's got down the side of Ryan Siddle. He's cutting across the box. He's tried to whip one in with that left peg. Thankfully for Bacup, it's just wide of the post.
Yeah, but the Burns are certainly having a good afternoon, whether that be Lewis Byrne or Brad Byrne for Wythenshawe Town. Join us on the YouTube. Good afternoon, wherever you are around the country or around the globe. Bacup Borough 3, Wythenshawe Town 2. FA Vars second qualifying round fixture from the Brian Boys Stadium. Myself, Steve Brown, and Andrew Knights on comms. Those technical issues seem a distant memory now, don't they?
They do. That's what it's all about, though, mate, isn't it? It's like the Bacup Borough team. They go one down early, but they fight back and hang in there. Commentary team the same. Few problems. Yeah. Get sorted. We're back at it, bringing you an unbelievable game of football.
Yeah, all being well, you're enjoying the coverage it's played down the left into Lewis Byrne's feet. Can't keep it in play, and it will be a goal kick to Wythenshawe Town. Long one down the right. Both players getting up. Ryan Siddle getting up, but it's gone out of play. Be a throw in. Just inside the Borough half on the far side, down the Wythenshawe right. We're looking to get some distance. Where is he going with that ball?
Yeah, I was wondering how far he would go in there, Steve.
Yeah.
He's pinched a couple of yards, though.
Back. Need to put his foot through that and look for Alex Mellor. And this is where there's a race on now. And Alex Mellor down the right-hand side, being urged to take his man on. Oh! And just showed a little bit too much of that ball. But every time when Alex gets free down this right-hand side, you just can put your money on him, can't you?
Yeah, a great ball whipped in by Daniel Warren down the touchline there. The left-back's looked at it. You could see how I'm looking right up there. Left-back, he thought, oh no, I'm in trouble here. Yeah. Good race, but he stuck to his guns, the left-back. We're Gervin in the corner.
Puts one in. A throw in. Good play from the captain down the right-hand side. Looking to hook his right foot around that and get it into the box, but it will be a throw in. And Josh won't to take it. The only thing is with the fence line being so close, you can't really get a run up, can you, to get a long throw in?
No, not to fizz one of them long ones in. Took a shot and they just bounced off Gervin out for a goal kick. But it's good from Bacup this last 6 or 7 minutes.
Yeah, a lot more promising. They've seemed, they weathered that storm, didn't they?
As you quite rightly mentioned in your commentary, Steve, weathering the storm
weather it
and then breaking when we can. And here we go again.
Yeah, well, the ball played over the top. Midfield need to just push on. And that's exactly what the captain, Gervin, looking for options. Nice ball down the right-hand channel. Can Alex Mellor keep it in play? He can on the corner flag. What's the delivery like? Left footer played in towards Lewis Byrne. Comes out to Bradley Hancock. Going to go for a shot. You don't really expect anything else but a shot from Brad Hancock from there.
Yeah, he's turned on a sixpence there, Ronnie Bradley. Only one thing in his mind. Sweet left peg. He's drilled one. But it's gone well high over the bar. It's going to be a goal kick to Wythenshawe, but better from Bacup once again.
Yeah, a lot more promising in this last 5 minutes or so. Good, strong header. Lewis Byrne asking questions by pushing Wythenshawe all the way back to their keeper. Trying to play it out from the back down the right-hand side, but intercepted by Hancock for a Wythenshawe throw-in in front of their technical area. Flick on by Matty Bryan. That's well played. That's a lot better from Daniel Warren. Out to Josh Wong. Can he hit that channel? Hooks it over the top, and that's a beautiful ball. And it was too good. The ball was too good because it hit the back of Alex Mellor.
Just got the back of him there, young Miller. You're looking to get away.
But now they need to get back behind the ball because Matty Bryan has it on the edge of the area on the right-hand side, going towards the byline, trying to get the ball into the box. And no hesitation this time. Josh Wong taking no chances. And happy to clear it. But that's the the strength of this Wythenshawe team, how they can turn defence into attack within a matter of seconds.
Yeah, they can. They've got good players, haven't they? They've shown all game, really, that when they're in this final third in particular, they can pop it about.
And Burns on the ball. Brad Byrne looking to go inside. Closed down by Callum Hewitt. Referee says play on. Usi's got an option, and he threads it down the right-hand side. We need some running now. Alex Mellor on the ball, looking for options. Oh, almost beats his man. Timmons has it. Need to get back now, do Bacup. And that's good goalkeeping. Well, it looked like Harry Turner got the ball. The ball has been knocked away by Harry Turner.
It's going to be a penalty, Steve.
That is, well, I'm not sure what the linesman has seen over on that far side.
What's happened there, though, is Bacup Borough have got the ball. We're attacking. You just mentioned it a minute ago how they go from defence to attack. Bacup have got the ball in the area. Mellor's lost it. The ball's broken out. Suddenly, Bryant's in on a race with the goalkeeper. They've both gone for the ball. Bryant thinks he's got the toe poke around the keeper and brought down. But the referee and linesman are convening here. I think they're going to give a penalty to Wythenshawe. They feel the goalkeeper has took the man, not the ball.
You always run the risk, but sometimes officials just seem a little bit too eager to point to the spot.
Yeah, I think he was looking for his linesman. His linesman give the flag
about
early.
The situation, because looking at the way that the ball went, it did look like Harry Turner had fisted the ball out for a corner.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, we only get one look at it, unfortunately, at this level of football. So we look at it anyway. We've got to get on with the game. It's going to be a penalty to Wythenshawe.
It is. What a game we've had this afternoon, and being entertained. But it will be Brad Byrne who scored the second goal for Wythenshawe Town. He will be stepping up. But can Harry Turner make it 2 penalty saves in the space of a few days? And he's tucked it away as Byrne. Harry Turner went to the left and Byrne places it into the bottom left-hand corner to make it 3-3. And they need to go again.
Absolutely. What a game this is now. It's 3-3 now. Great play from Wythenshawe. We always say, we're impartial commentators on both sides here. Great play from defence to attack in a split second. Bryant were in. The referee and linesman between them, they feel it's a penalty. They've given that. It's 3-3. And it's up for grabs.
It is. What a entertaining game. Who's going to blink first? That's the one this afternoon. Boro just need to regroup and go again, as they've done on several occasions this afternoon. In a long one. Josh Wong looking for options. Need to play the long one. Messing around in a silly area of the pitch. Clear by Turner. Forced into that clearance. Ball breaks down into the centre circle for Brad Byrne. He plays it square into Timmons. Back into Matty Bryan. Got the ball as Bryan trying to feed it onto the right, and that's a good ball for Wythenshawe. And wasted in the end. But a good patient build-up again from Wythenshawe.
Yeah, the game's taking the same sorts of patterns in both halves. One team having possession for like a good 10-15 minutes, then all of a sudden the shoe goes to the other foot, doesn't it? And it's ding-dong and it's to-ing and throwing. It's a great game. Wythenshawe now slightly on top here, but Bacup need to keep the shape, keep the composure, and let's look for that goal on the break again, because these lads up front for Bacup are a danger to this back four.
Yeah, you're looking at them, Lewis Byrne, Brad Hancock and Alex Meller, linesman. I'm not sure he wants to chat with the...
Words will have been spoken here.
Words have been spoken, probably with... not sure if it's a player. It looks like it could be a player. But what we don't want any sin bins at this time of the afternoon. And it looks like
a yellow card.
Ryan Sill has put his mouth in the wrong place.
Oh, it's two. There's two.
Two of them.
The skipper as well.
So Ryan Siddle and the captain Michael Gervin. Two sin bin.
Well, Ryan Siddle's definitely going to the sin bin. And the skipper's going as well. Now, this is what we're saying about discipline. This is where the game's on a knife edge. Now, we've got two players in the sin bin for mouthing off. Wythenshawe are on top here. Bacup are going to have to dig real deep here.
Yeah, two players been sin binned. Michael Gervin and Ryan Siddle. Yeah.
If anybody just heard that over the audio, we apologise for the language if you picked that up. But he does have a fair point that Matty Bryan has done at least 20 fouls in this game.
And Bacup Borough certainly need to roll their sleeves up now.
There's more trouble here, Steve. There's more. Bacup are just losing the discipline here.
I don't like that when...
Yeah, the bench is off.
When the bench is up, trying to get a man sent off.
Yeah, young Lewis there, just gone across, and he's trying to work
from
hard.
Wythenshawe Town.
Yeah, he's trying to put a tackle in there. He's late. He's caught him, and the referee has got to take a deep breath here. He's got to keep control of this game.
Don't let the bench manipulate your decisions.
No, you don't want to do that, because the game has been a belter. 3-3, end-to-end, action galore. Fingers crossed here the referee can just keep his composure.
Well, I would have been expecting a card at least, probably a yellow card.
Yeah, it will be, because it was a late challenge, wasn't it? But Lewis has got to work doubly hard now.
Yeah. But Borough need to stay composed. They need to concentrate and not get involved. We're down to 9 men. Michael Gervin and Ryan Siddle sin-binned for something that was said towards the assistant referee on the far side. We don't want this game to slip away now, do we?
No, we don't, and we don't want things like this to spoil it. What a spectacle for the crowd. Brilliant for the listeners who are listening to the commentary today. You must be on the edge of your seats listening to this. 3-3, end-to-end. We just don't want, petulance to take over this game, because it's been a belter.
Yeah, well, it was a free kick halfway inside the Borough half, and Wythenshawe with plenty of blue shirts in the penalty area, and that's gone over the top. It's fallen down. And Harry Turner has got the ball.
What a save.
Eventually. It almost fell into the feet of Matty Bryan. What can Borough do?
It's another foul.
Well,
just booked him. It's going to be a red. This
that is an horrible decision
from the referee. Too
that
quick.
Was never a booking. He got the ball. The ball was there to be won. He's got the ball. There's been a shout from the Wythenshawe supporters.
The left back's just gone down theatrically on the shape, but they're playing the game. Wythenshawe here, they've got 2 in the sin bin. They've had 1 sent off. They're well on top here now. Bacup have lost all composure after being fantastic in this game, but it's still 3-3. Anything can happen here now.
It can. But Borough are actually down to 8 men. We need to stay composed. We can't let this slip. It's 3-3 at the moment. Plenty of football left in this game.
We're playing a 4-3-1 here now, Steve. But it's not even that, is it?
It looks like Mellor's been left to his own devices
Yeah,
up
he
top.
has, yeah. Got to have something up there, haven't we? Good play from
We need
Callum.
to keep possession. Be great to see if Boro could get the noses in front here. Michael Gervin and Ryan Siddle sin-binned.
Wants to be careful there, Ryan Siddle, because now he's been sin-binned. He's having a go at the ref from there. Just wants to relax. We need him back on.
But that's what he's capable of.
Yeah, just needs to keep his composure.
Such a good player, but
Brent's told him.
He lacks maturity at times.
Yeah, he does. Brent's just carrying down. Ross Mallinson's going over there, doing a good job putting his arm round him. That's what we like to see.
No, there's still a game to be won here. Bacup Borough 3, Wythenshawe Town 3. FA Vars, second qualifying fixture. And Wythenshawe asking all the questions. Into Martin, he sits one up. He wants an handball. Screaming for absolutely everything at the moment, this Wythenshawe Town side. And the referee needs to take control of the situation.
The referee just had 10 minutes there where a great game of football. It just goes to show at this level how it can turn, doesn't it?
Yeah, whether you're a player who switches off or whether you're a referee who switches off.
Yeah. The game turns very, very quickly from being an unbelievable spectacle for all the crowd here watching and all the listeners listening in. Suddenly, there's 2 sin bins, there's 2 quick yellows and a red. Bacup are down to 8 men.
But it was all created from a very questionable penalty kick.
It was, yeah, it was. And if we're going to go down the lines of the second half, Matty Bryan in the first half, how many fouls has he committed? Has he had a yellow yet? No. I don't think he has. He's committed at least 15 fouls. Yeah. That's off the top of my head. Not even gone in the book. So consistency again. But he looks a young referee. We've got to be careful with our officials in sport, football, cricket, rugby, whatever it may be. We've got to be careful with them because we need more of them in the game. Yeah. So hopefully he's going to learn from this.
Yeah, I understand because you're an umpire, you're
an
referee,
official,
you're an official yourself. But at some point, you've got to take ownership and accountability.
Yeah, you have, and that's the main thing. The main thing that we get told is to take that deep breath before you make your decision. Referee needs to do that there a little bit more, but he will with more experience. Bacup are still battling here, though. It's 3-3 still.
It is. And Bacup do have it down the left, and they've won a throw-in. And the clock is ticking in time for Michael Gervin and Ryan Siddle to be introduced back into the game. Sin-binned for something that was said towards the assistant on the far side.
Their bench is convening with our bench now.
There's a lot of animation going on them benches.
There is, yeah. Listen, non-league football, isn't it, this?
And Boro need to get back in numbers because Wythenshawe are coming forward down the left-hand side, halfway inside the Bacup half. Boro working overtime. That's a good ball in. And fisted this time.
Offside, Steve. Offside. Matty Bryan there as the ball came into the box.
And it does look like Wythenshawe Town will be introducing a substitution. Number 4 making way for Wythenshawe. Lee Gregory. We need to weather the storm because we really need to start showing a bit more character.
That's right. I mean, listen, the lads on the park here are giving everything for this football club in this game.
Yeah.
Every bit of ounce that they've got. It's just that bit of discipline we've lost 10 minutes there. And out quickly, the game's escalated. But it's still 3-3. The clock's ticking until the 2 lads can come back on. Fingers crossed we're still in the game when they do.
Yeah. Hopefully it will look good. Solid long kick from Harry Turner. Can it bounce down to a Bacup shirt? Played out to this near side though, and Wythenshawe coming forward. With Pritchard, he's still got the ball, decides to go inside. Left footer, plays it out to Martin. He'll be looking to try and take his man on. And that's a goal kick. And he got it right this time, did the referee.
The crowd are involved here, Steve, aren't they? They're loving it now, the tackles that are going in from Bacup. Big round of applause for all the lads here now, trying to get behind them.
Yeah, it is a fantastic cup tie this afternoon at the Brian Boys Stadium. If you're joining us on the YouTube channel, do subscribe to the page. 3-3, Bacup down to 8 men. One of those sent off. That Lewis Byrne for a second yellow card. Michael Gervin and Ryan Siddle sin-binned at the moment, due to come back on any time now, I would say. Played down the right-hand side, but Joey Fallon stepping across and taking no chances, and intercepted again by Brad Hancock. Once it pulled back, halfway inside the Bacup half, on the far side. Need to keep a composure. Trying to bend one. That was Martin. He just stole a yard, didn't he? And brought the ball inside and tried to, try and pick out that left-hand corner.
Yeah, he did. He's been fantastic, hasn't he, since he come on. He just tucked in a little bit off the left-hand flank there. He's got the ball. He's got it out from under his feet. He's tried to whip one with his right foot. He's tried to bend it into that top corner. Thankfully for Bacup, it goes wide. Time to draw a breath. It's a goal kick to the Borough.
Yeah. I think what you've got to take into account, this Wythenshawe Town side that has been assembled has certainly cost a few quid as well.
Yeah, well, we believe so. We believe that they're getting the good backing, but Bacup Borough to a man, absolutely amazing here. This game's still up for grabs.
Nudge in the back, but the referee stood right in front of that and decides it's not a free kick, and Wythenshawe come down their right-hand side. Ball inside, wanted a 1-2, played back out towards the far side, moving the ball from right to left into Pritchard, sitting off Pritchard, and he's going to try and squeeze one through. Well, trying to...
One's back on here, Ryan Siddle's back on, with one back on. And Gerv's back on as well, so now Bacup are back up to 10.
Yeah, we need that composure back in there. We need to be on our toes. We seem to just take our foot off the gas for the last 10 minutes. We allowed those decisions from the referee to get to us.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we lost discipline and composure, two vital components at this level, didn't we? But I tell you what, the 8 men on there, Steve, what a credit to this football club. What a shift they put in that 10-minute spell. Now we're back to 10.
Yeah, well, a good header. And that's a ball. Can he take it down? Oh, it was an header by Bradley Hancock on the left-hand side. Played through the middle, and if Alex Mellor just could have taken it in his stride.
He would there straight away, back up towards a more complement of players. Alex Mellor's nipped in here again. Yep. Bacup are coming back.
We need to get bodies forward. It breaks down into Hewitt, down the right. Every single Borough player needs to roll his sleeves up. Byrne. And he's going to win a corner for his side. Brad Byrne been absolutely immense this afternoon for Wythenshawe Town. Been involved in everything.
Absolutely, he's a good player in there. We're having a little look through their website before the game, and he's involved in a lot of things, isn't he? A lot of good things that Wythenshawe are doing going forward. He's a quality player, and he's showing it today.
Yeah, well, Wythenshawe do have a corner. Plenty of blue shirts jockeying for position. We need to watch them because they are dangerous from the set pieces. And played in again. Well,
clash of heads here, Steve. I think the referee just blown there for the clash of heads.
Yeah.
Fantastic from the Bacup Borough, putting the bodies on the line here. Every single man. Absolutely colossal effort this from the Borough. They're in there again. The set piece is swung into the mixer. There's heads, feet, there's all sorts. Elbows going in there. And the Borough are still there. Big high five for Daniel Warren.
Yeah, they've worked hard at the back as Daniel Warren and Joey Fallon. Wythenshawe Town.
The crowd are getting involved here with their management team. It's a proper cup tie at the Brian Boy Stadium.
He's very vocal, is the Wythenshawe Town gaffer, isn't he?
He is. I think he was questioning that it should be their ball because Ryan Siddle did put it out for a throw-in, didn't he? But I think good fair play there.
Well, that's a good ball hooked over the top and into the arms of Callum Jackalev. I know Borough are sitting, but they do need to just push a little bit further forward. Into Timmins. He wants a 1-2. Substitute. Come on, that's Spencer. Grant Spencer. into Hewitt. He plays it out to the far side now, working it from left to right, and then
substitutes getting warmed. Sorry, Steve. Substitutes getting warmed up for Bacup here.
Yeah, fresh legs going to be needed. Played square into Timmons. He wants a nice 1-2 with Byrne intercepted. No nonsense clearance there from Joey Fallon, just telling his team and urging them forward.
Going to be a substitute here. I think Anthony Hall's going to make his third debut for the club.
Well, he's not even seen that. That Bacup Borough want to make a substitution. Aidan Husek concludes his afternoon. He's worked tirelessly hard through the middle.
Fantastic, brilliant. Get a big round of applause.
High five from Callum Hewitt. Good partnership through the middle for Bacup Borough. And fresh legs. And hopefully, new signing can come up with a little bit of magic.
Fingers crossed he's up for it today. He's had a good watch of that, and he will have seen. He'll have think, wow, we've pushed on a bit since our last year. So fingers crossed. Welcome back to the club.
Yeah, well, he's going to get an opportunity to make a name for himself in his return to the club. Bacup Borough 3, Wythenshawe Town 3. And they have the ball down the left into Martin. He goes square over towards Spencer, being pushed all the way across. In the centre circle, Borough need to get closer to their men. They do that, played into Martin, he's offside. And he puts it over Harry Turner and hits the post, but it is offside from the linesman on the far side. But yet again, showing the quality that Wythenshawe have.
Yeah, Matty Bryan there loves it there, doesn't he? He loves his back to play. He flicks
it
up and he feeds the winger in coming off the touchline there. He's gone a little bit early. It's offside. It's going to be a free kick to Bacup.
Yeah, it's been a real tussle with Matty Bryan and Joey Fallon and Daniel Warren, but we just want another 5% from Borough.
That's
if
it.
we could get a goal now.
Absolutely. Listen, absolutely to a man. They've been colossal, haven't they, today, the Borough boys? Can they dig deep? Can they find one more chance?
Yeah. Well, we just need that little bit more. Well, the final whistle has gone. Bacup Borough 3, Wythenshawe Town 3, and I'm not quite sure whether is it extra.
I think it is in this one.
Yeah,
unlike Tuesday.
And then we will go to a penalty because it will be decided today.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, I think we're going to get some extra time here. And the crowd who have come on today, what a treat they've had. What a game of football. Fantastic stuff.
Yeah, well, don't go anywhere because 3-3, we will be going into extra time, I believe. Both sides having a chat with their managers, Brent Peters, even the fist pumps and the back slap to all his team who will put a great shift in this afternoon.
Absolutely. The management team couldn't be any more prouder of the players. Neither can the media team, neither can the fans that are here. They've given absolutely everything in that 90 minutes there. Yeah. Down to 8 men at one stage. Back up to 10. They've had a right go Bacup Borough today. Once again, they've been brilliant. Great game of football. Credit to the visitors. They played well there second half. They come out on the front foot after, I would presume, getting a rocket at half time, and so they made a real spectacle of the game as well.
Because we will be back in about a minute's time. Well, it does actually look. Welcome back. Taking a short break, but it does actually look. We're going straight to a penalty shootout. No extra time in this FA Vars clash. So, bit of deja vu. Hopefully,
Yep.
not deja vu come the end of it.
Fingers crossed it's a different result than Tuesday night, but fantastic. Look at the crowd here. Nobody's left the Brian Boy Stadium as yet. 3-3, pulsating game of football. We're going to go to a penalty shootout to decide who goes through.
We are, and I'm sure Brent Peters has already decided who his penalty takers would be coming into this game. Seeing where, I think we've decided where the penalties will be taken, towards the sports bar end of the ground.
The crowd have congregated behind there now, haven't they, Steve? It's going to be a good little atmosphere behind there.
Our two captains doing the toss of the coin. Matty Bryan, I know many people would have said that he was lucky to still be on the pitch.
Yeah, they're a totting up process. He did at least 15 fouls in the first half, but that's fine. If the referee's going to then implement that in the second half with fouls that are going on, that's fine. It's when he's yellow carding,
Well,
then that's where inconsistency
the fans
comes
are
in.
going to have to make their way round to
We're
the
gonna
other
jog
side
on
of
here.
the pitch, because Matty Bryan has decided, I think he won the toss, he decided that he wanted the penalties taken at the opposite end.
Yeah, and he's laughing there, he's smiling, and the crowd have got a race on here. There's a few lads here that could do with doing a bit of extra running by looks of things, Steve.
Aye-oh.
Here they come, there's lagers coming down here. Here they come.
Aye-oh.
Aye-oh. It's off
to
we go.
Farm Avenue we go.
Here they come.
So if you've never been to the Bright Boys Stadium, where there must be a good 60 or 70 fans making their way from the sports bar end of the ground, round the side of the pitch.
Yeah, here they come.
To the Farm Avenue terracing. But, you know, in seriousness,
yep.
Andrew, we're hoping that, the lads can keep the composure, they can stay cool during the penalties, and Harry Turner manages to pull off a couple of fantastic saves like he did midweek.
Yeah, fingers crossed we get through here, because like we say, we've been colossal, haven't we, today, the Boro boys. They really do deserve it. Bacup are going to take the first penalty. Ryan Siddle will stride forward, and he'll be taking it against the former Bacup Borough keeper, Callum Jackalevs.
Yeah, I remember Callum when he was playing for Silsden.
Yeah, he said he remembers you from there.
Yeah, he went over to Silsden, had a couple of seasons there. A very good goalkeeper. He's had quite a few clubs, hasn't he, over the
yeah,
last
he has. Yeah. I remember him myself
for quite some time.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, I remember when he were at Burnley in a very successful youth team a few years ago.
Yeah.
He played in a lot of big games for Burnley youth team in good cup runs there. And I remember once Burnley played at Ewood Park, and the 4,500 Burnley fans there that night. And he was goaling in that, so he's a good keeper. He's Cal. He's a big lad. Here we go, guys. Let's get this on.
Yeah, well, the pressure is on. Penalty shootout, and it will be Bacup Borough and Ryan Siddle to step up first. Can he get first blood for Bacup? And he slots it home. He puts it into the right-hand corner. Callum Jackalevs did go the right way, but there was too much on it, and it was put probably halfway up that left-hand side.
Yeah, fantastic penalty from Siddle. We're in it. Young Razza there, striding forward. He's a confident boy, isn't he? And he strokes it in. 1-0 to Bacup.
Yeah, 1-0. And the lad who scored the penalty, and scored the second and the penalty, that's Brad Byrne. He's had a good game for Wythenshawe Town. He's going to step up, right-footed. And he puts Harry Turner the wrong way again. He went for the same spot.
Yeah,
Confidence.
It is. He's a class player. He's been one of the best players on the park, if we're honest, hasn't he? Fantastic from Byrne. It's one apiece.
One apiece as he makes a way back to the centre circle. Alex Meller, the next Bacup player to step up this afternoon. He will be left-footed. Quite a congregation behind that goal. Meller steps up, and a good save by Jackalevs. He guessed the right way, went down to his left-hand side, and parried the ball away.
Not the best penalty we've seen, is it, young Mellor? I think did he go the same way on Tuesday night? He's driven it there. He's driven it. He has hit the target, which is good. But sadly, big Callum Jackalez, he fills that goal well. He's beat it away.
Yeah, well, I think it's, is it number 8? It's Stephen Hewitt. We need something special from Harry Turner. We need the agility that we know that Harry's capable of showing. He's had to re-spot this as Hewitt, and that won't help him, but can he keep his composure? Taking a pretty long run up is the number 8. Steps up right-footed, and a good save from Harry Turner! Down to his right-hand side. He's guessed the right way, and he's saved the penalty of Stephen Hewitt.
Fantastic save from the goal, Harry Turner. Brilliant there. The Bacup crowd are really involved in this now, aren't they? They're behind the net. You can hear the cheers there on the audio. I think it's still 1-1, 2 penalties each.
Yeah, I'll let you keep count.
I'm trying my best. I'll be all right. I'll be all right counting as long as it stays under 5.
Yeah, on your fingers.
I struggle. Less.
Don't want to be using your toes.
No, not at all. So it's 1 apiece, 2 penalties each.
Yeah, some good goalkeeping on show this afternoon. Harry Turner and Callum Jackalez, 2 quality goalkeepers, but it will be the captain, Michael Gervin, who of course was sent off midweek, wasn't able to take one of the penalties. The captain steps up. Oh, and it's saved by Callum Jackalev's feet. He's put the ball down the middle, but as Callum Jackalez was diving down to his right-hand side, somehow he's managed to save it with his left boot.
It's a great save, is that, by Callum in it there. Gerv strode up as if he's going to hit it with power. He's then gone for the side foot, straight down the middle. Callum Jackalez sticks that big, long left leg out, and he saved it. It's still 1-1.
Still 1-1. We need something special again. Can Harry Turner recreate the heroics? Oh, and he smashed it into the top of the net.
It's a good pen from Wythenshawe, that it there. We're now winning 2-1, and both teams have taken 3.
Yeah, well, it will be Anthony Hall brought on late on in the second half, probably a tactic by Brent as one of the penalty takers.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. Yeah, he used to take them before, didn't he, when he were here?
Yeah.
Big moment for Anthony on his return to the club. Can he keep his composure here? There's all sorts of gamesmanship here. Callum saying it's off the spot.
Between Callum Jackalez pointing to the spot, saying it's not been pointed to the spot, and the referee goes up to the ball to check. But Anthony Hall, can he alleviate and take some of that pressure off? And he tucks it away. It's a wonderful penalty into the bottom left-hand corner. And Matty Bryan, former Bacup Borough centre forward.
He's getting a little bit of stick off the Bacup crowd. His antics through the game today have just not endeared him back with the Bacup faithful.
No. Well, I think a few of the fans kind of disappointed in the circumstances he left the club.
Yeah. More antics here. Harry Turner's not on his line yet. He's just telling him to push that ball back.
Yeah.
It's all kidology in the game. Fantastic here. Look at the crowd here. Nobody's left yet, Steve.
We know that Matty Bryan is a quality player, but Harry Turner equally is a quality goalkeeper. Oh! And he's tucked it away. Matty Bryan giving it the large.
Yeah, he is there.
Which he didn't need to do.
No, but you know, it's a good game, isn't it? So it's 3-2 now to Wythenshawe on penalties, and both teams have taken 4.
But a very good penalty. You can't take that away, but it was tucked in. But Harry Turner did guess the right way. There was just too much pace on the ball.
He did, yeah. Listen, he's a quality player, Matty Bryan. He took many, many penalties. He knows what he's doing. He slid it in. This is a big, big penalty for Daniel Warren.
Yeah, well, we need to score this. If it doesn't go in, then that will be it. But Warren. And a save by Jackalez down to the left-hand side. And Wythenshawe Town book their place in the next round of the FA Vars. And 2 penalty shootouts in the space. I don't know what's... Well, yeah.
Nothing's going on there. It's fantastic. The crowd are dispersing from behind the nets now. There's going to be handshakes all round here because every single player on this pitch today have put a fantastic game on for the crowd. What a great game. Sad ending for Bacup Borough once again. For the second time in 4 days, they're going to go out to the cup on penalties. But each player lift their heads high and we go again next week in the league.
We certainly do. It's been an excellent game. The sun has come out as well here at the Brian Boys Stadium. An entertaining afternoon from start to finish. But it will be Wythenshawe Town who take their place in the next round of the FA Vars. As Andrew said, handshakes all round. But some big decisions made in that game, and probably we're going to go back to the penalty kick. Because that's when all the issues started.
It unravelled, didn't it, from the penalty kick there. Bacup Borough had the ball actually in the Wythenshawe box. Alex Miller had it in, and all of a sudden, like you just said, 2 minutes before that, how quick they go from defence to attack. Suddenly, Matty Bryan's in on goal. It's a race and against the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper's come and spread himself. To me, on the one glance, looks like he might have got his hand on the ball. Obviously, the linesman sees different. He's given the penalty, got them back in the game at 3-3. From then, Bacup have lost discipline, totally lost discipline. We've had 1 red card, 2 sin bins. It's put us on the back foot, but we've dug in and we've managed to get through to the end of the game, haven't we? Then to the lottery of penalties. Sadly, just like Tuesday night, Bacup come up short, but absolutely each and every single one of them players should have their heads held high. They've been brilliant for the club. The crowd here have given them a real warm round of applause. And next Saturday they're going to regroup. I think they get a midweek off now. They'll get a chance to regroup this week. And next Saturday we go again in the league where we're doing well.
We certainly do. But a good crowd this afternoon, just dispersing away to our left-hand side. Probably a few making their way back into the sports bar for a little bit of a liquid refreshment. But it has finished with a defeat for Bacup Borough on penalties again in this FA Vars. But as you said, Andrew, you'll have to regroup there. You know, there'll be plenty of disappointment in there, but they put on a good show and up against the quality side as well.
Yeah, because don't forget they're a couple of levels above, aren't they? Yeah. You know, where we're at. And like the other night on Tuesday, you know, the better the opposition, the better we've played. You know, ifs, buts and maybes to why we maybe haven't gone through in them games. You know, the margins are tight, aren't they? Especially against the better sides. You know, we're going out on the penalty. You know, just that bit of discipline today, innit? Yeah. You know, the sin bin. The red card, the sin bin, sorry, there were 2 in the sin bin, 1 red card. Yeah, we just lost a little bit of discipline. And all credit to the opposition. They took advantage of the referee, been a little bit off there, didn't they, in that 10-minute period. Yeah. Their bench were up. There was a bit of play acting going on. They used maybe a little bit more experience they could have, didn't they? And they used it to their advantage.
And I think that's what the Wythenshawe team have. You know, there's players out there playing for Wythenshawe who have played 2 and 3 steps higher than this level, and it showed in parts.
It did do in different pockets of the game.
With the game management.
Yeah, early doors they were out the traps, they're really good, and then Bacup had a really good spell. We really got amongst them, but then that half time, and again at the higher level, a manager more proactive to things. He might think, I'm not happy with this, I'm bringing somebody off. At half time, does that usually happen? Usually you're giving your players a bit more time. He's all one off. Brought the left winger on number 16.
With Martin, who was causing havoc.
Absolutely. So, you know, so all credit to the opposition for their second half performance, but also all credit to Bacup. What a game. Let's go back to Lewis Byrne there. His 2 goals and bouncing back from Tuesday night. The 3rd goal when he's lined up the 2 defenders, skinned them alive. He's gone straight through and slid it in, the composure of a seasoned pro. Yeah. You know, there's so much to be enthusiastic about at Bacup Borough. You know, a good crowd on the young players. Let's hope that, you know, the people of Bacup can get behind the side going forward and we can give the league a real push and be right in the mix.
Yeah. And as you said before at half time, people coming back to the club who have not walked through that turnstile for 20 years.
Yep, the one over there, I know who he is, Brian. Yeah, he's on there. He's come on with a few of the other lads. Obviously, you know, word of mouth will get round, you know, through our coverage, you know, through the fans going out. You know, if we can get the crowds back here, they'll enjoy watching this Bacup side. You know, because they are young, but they've got some real experience. You know, the skipper were fantastic today. The 3 lads in the middle were brilliant, actually. We're at the Aidan Hussey and Callum Hewitt. I mean, what shifts they put in.
And, of course, we've got the players who, you know, couldn't make it this afternoon. Toby Wright.
Yep.
Ross Mallinson, Gareth Wager.
Injured, yeah.
all
Or to come back in.
all to come back in. But it shows you that there is that strength in depth that Brent's been talking about, over the last couple of weeks on the Rewind show.
Absolutely, yeah. Let's hope that the squad, they can come back in next week. They can just really take the positives from these last 2 games forward and give the league a real go. Let's get the people of Bacup up here following them. Let's get more on and let's give it a real crack in the league, because this team is good enough to excite people to get them on. Let's hope they can just get their heads together. They're going to be down. They're going to be disappointed because the 2 results have gone against them. We're going to be down. Everybody is, but we've got to pick the positives and we've got to go again Saturday and use it as a catalyst to push on.
Yeah, we certainly have, and we'll be bringing you live match coverage as always. But it was 3-3 after 90 minutes, and then Wythenshawe Town went through on the penalty shootout. But an absolutely fantastic display from Brent Peters and David Felgate's team this afternoon. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. We will see you next time on the YouTube channel. But from Bacup Borough, a wonderful, picturesque Bacup Borough, isn't it, tonight?
Almost like looking at a postcard, I'd say.
We'll see you soon. Thanks for listening.
Hey!